Los Angeles. We lived in Los Angeles for a few years, and me and my brothers, two at the time, a third one on the way, would go and play with all of our friends. And like a lot of kids, we would build these really beautiful, impressive sandcastles. They would have a moat around a big bridge in the middle, maybe some animals in the moat, designs on the walls. We would slave away all afternoon building our sandcastles. And then what happened? The tide comes up higher than was expected, and no more sandcastle. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Carly, and I am the founder and host here at Machutin. Machutin is a brand new media and community network serving bright future innovation. Through sharing knowledge, stories, and wisdom, our YouTube channel is meant to help you connect more profoundly with a wide array of bright future leaders, bright future ideas, and most importantly, your own bright future vision. We would love to have you join us, and to get involved, I'll give you 3 easy ways that you can go ahead and do that right now. First, click on that subscribe button so that you don't miss a beat. Second, follow our Crowdcast page, which is in the link below this video, to participate in all of our upcoming virtual workshops and events. Third, I encourage you to connect with the guests in these episodes, follow their work, and let them inspire you beyond the video. All of their links are also below. And without any further ado, this is my own personal series, and it is called Awakening Extraordinary, creative, fun exercises that are going to help you to align to the extraordinary leader within and to learn how to thrive in disruption. Disruption is not innovation. While they have a strong relationship, disruption is an event, a story, or an innovation that unravels what was, that takes a hammer to the known, to make space for something new to emerge, because you can never rebuild exactly the same thing again. Now, disruption isn't new. Most of us have faced disruptive events in our professional lives a few times, certainly in our personal lives, most likely some of us more disruptive events than others. Historically, birth, death, war, unions, separations, social, political, and economic overhauls, natural disasters, innovations that change the very way that we go about life. None of this is new. Disruption is the old frenemy of evolution and human transformation. But what is new is the pace, frequency, and the intensity of the psychological impact of these events as we get hit from all sides. And that is why we are calling it the age of disruption, the age of rapid transformation, the age of uncertainty. And we are not currently prepared with the mindset or the skills to cope with it, let alone to lead through it. If you want to know if you are prepared for an age of disruption, then I'm going to ask you a really hard question. But this is a hard topic that I don't take lightly. Do you know what really matters? And how to rebuild anything, internally or externally, if a disruptive wave comes in and shows you that most of your life is in fact made of sand? Probably not, right? Most of us aren't. And most of us don't want to see our life that way. So we hold on to that sandcastle. We refuse to accept that as truth. But the more you resist that truth, and the more you hold on to that sandcastle, when that wave comes in, it is going to hit a lot harder. You're in for a lot more pain. So the secret is that if we can surrender to that truth, that we are in fact grown-ups playing in the sand, then we can shift from victims of disruption to empowered leaders through disruption for ourselves and for our communities. But before you can lead others, you do have to learn how to lead yourself. And here's why. I included a link to a very informative TED Talk that explains how they followed many people over the course of their life to find out what at the end of the day really mattered. And of course, it was relationships. This is echoed in a lot of research, and I think most of us would agree that our relationships are most important, are the most valued thing that we have in our lives. But I'd like to point out two very important things, especially when it comes to disruption. The first is relationships are not your anchor. Okay, because relationships can and will be disrupted. Whether they're work relationships, family, or friends, people change and therefore relationships change. And if your entire sense of self-worth and value and your entire identity is reliant and wrapped up in other people and how they see and perceive and love you, then you are set up to be disrupted. Second, and most importantly, is how can you develop a powerful relationship with others if you do not have one with yourself? And could you have even more fulfilling, aligned, powerful relationships with others at work and in your personal life if you had a more profound relationship with yourself? Yes. Yes. So it starts with you. Extraordinary starts with you, your journey to yourself, your journey into yourself. Okay, and that is what we're going to focus on in this series. We're going to do things a little bit differently, though. We are going to play with your creativity. We are going to tap into the subconscious and activate it in different ways, shake it up a bit, and bring it into the conscious mind. And we're going to focus on 3 key areas. We're going to learn how to connect deeper, how to imagine bigger, and oftentimes the hardest one, how to let go kinder. If you can start to hone these 3 areas, you will develop a powerful relationship with yourself that will become your anchor so that you can lead and thrive no matter what happens around you. Now that is extraordinary. Thank you for joining me here on the very first episode of Awakening Extraordinary. In the next episode, we're going to dive right in to a creative exercise. I'm going to take you to planet Mars, and we are going to talk about joy and service, the magic that brings all of the extraordinary pieces together. My name is Carly Marcel. It's an honor to have you here. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode, and let's disrupt our way to something that is truly extraordinary.